Check this out. Trump is thinking about firing Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve, known as America's bank. If you have student loans, mortgage payments, credit cards, or retirement savings, here's how Trump firing Powell could affect you big time. As Fed chair, Powell arguably has more influence on the economy than the president himself, and he's unelected. Powell and his board at the Federal Reserve have two goals: maximizing employment and keeping prices stable. And with those goals in mind, 8 times a year they will vote on whether to change the federal funds rate. The federal funds rate is the interest rate that the government uses for one bank to charge another bank for short-term loans. And that usually lasts only overnight. And here's why Trump wants to fire Powell. Trump wants the Fed to slash the federal funds rate out of concerns that his tariffs might actually spark more inflation. Lowering the federal funds rate like Trump wants makes it cheaper to borrow money and encourage spending and investment. And typically the Fed will do it to boost the economy. But if the economy might be in trouble, like looming inflation that the tariffs could cause, the Fed raises the target rate, making borrowing more expensive and encouraging saving. But those federal fund rate cuts trickle down and affect you. On interest charged on credit cards, interest charged on student and auto loans, interest paid on savings and money market accounts, interest paid on high-yield savings accounts, and in a more indirect way, inform your mortgage rates. Powell is resisting Trump's demands because the Federal Reserve is supposed to act independently of politics and do what's best for the economy. Even though Trump put Powell in the job in the first place, Powell was appointed by Trump in 2018 and started a second term in 2022 under Biden. Powell's term as chair officially ends in May, but can Trump fire him? If he does, it would be a major power escalation. The Supreme Court recently suggested that Trump can't fire Powell just because he disagrees about the interest rates. But legally, Trump could fire him if he had cause for misconduct. And what Trump seems to be doing is saying Powell misrepresented a building renovation project during a congressional testimony and that the cost is too high. Therefore, Powell is fired. And firing him could cause the markets to panic. Whether Powell is fired or not, his successor may just follow Trump's orders on lowering interest rates and call into question the central bank's longstanding independence from politics. Because once the Fed chair loses its independence, it could lead to a market meltdown that affects a lot of the economy and trickles down to your wallet.